Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robbie Gutierrez of the NAIA Ball Podcast. All of our interviews here at ABCA are brought to you by Aeroform Athletics, who is very kind in getting us here. And of course, joining me right now on the NAIA Ball Podcast video version is the head coach at St. Thomas University in Miami Gardens, Florida. It is Coach Jorge Perez. Coach, thank you for taking some time out.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
First off, I want to hit on 2024. What does it look like for the Bobcats? And really, what can we expect from y'all?
Well, I'm very pleased with the team we have this year. We brought in some good additions from some guys that we've lost. And one thing that we've done that's different from what we've done in the past is that we're much younger in some positions than we have been. We were always very transfer heavy, had Division I transfers and junior college transfers, and we sprinkled a few freshmen. But we brought in some experienced guys, but we've also brought in some very good young talent that would have probably gone Division I, but with the transfer portal, going back and forth, and they're just getting kids that are already in other schools, there's a lot better freshmen available than there used to be. So I'm very happy with the group that we have. I think we're very balanced.
You're in a great area for that too.
Correct, and I'm trying to take advantage of that. We have, I think on the mound we're much better than we were a year ago. Defensively we're better, and we're more athletic. So we tried to concentrate on that because I thought last year we struggled on the mound for various reasons, and then defensively we hurt ourselves. We had a great season offensively. We had a bunch of power and stuff, but defensively we hurt ourselves. So I think we addressed all that, and I'm pretty happy with the team that we have now. You have to play the game, so we'll see what happens.
Well, and that's one of the things I wanted to go over is, I know I said in the preview,
right,
before we even started this, we would talk about the East-West Challenge and the Cajun, but the way y'all schedule, and I think it's not just a Sun Conference thing, but the way y'all have scheduled the last couple of years,
right.
I mean, it's been very heavy, and last year you may not have had the record you would have wanted,
correct,
but the quality of wins were there.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, when teams go back and say, well, that was a bad loss, especially when we were on the bubble last year going to the opening round, you look, that was a bad loss, that was a bad loss. If you really look at our games, we didn't have one bad loss because every team we played was ranked. Mm-hmm. All the Division II teams that we played, I think 3 of the teams made it to a regional tournament out of the 5 we played. So it was one of those things that there was no rest throughout the entire season. So I don't think we had a bad loss, but should we have won a lot of those games? Yeah, of course. Every coach is going to say that. We kind of gave some games away that I thought we had in hand. So, we play a very tough schedule, and I think sometimes too tough to the point when by the time at the end of the season we get to the committee, sometimes they don't see if we played other teams like a lot of other teams in the country play, probably would have had 40 wins last year. But, we like to challenge ourselves, and that's why I think we're so good in the postseason, or at least in the past, because we've prepared ourselves. It's nonstop, extremely competitive games and high-stress games like the players call them, but we like to be in those situations. But I think we have to tone it down a little bit, too.
Well, you're going to the East-West Challenge in Arizona. You're going to go to the Cajun Collision in Louisiana.
Right. You
were saying about toning it down, but, I mean, you're right back into the thick of it playing
Correct.
some of the best teams in the country.
No, you're right. Years ago, and this is even before you started your podcast, we'll go back as far as 2013-14. We always thought we had really good teams, and you knew about us, but the rest of the country really didn't respect the competition.
We were coaching against each other. Yeah, that's
Correct,
how I knew.
But you knew. So then in 2015, we make a run, but we had played a really good season. We had played really good teams in Division II. We had beaten a lot of those teams. And then, but we were still ranked low. And I thought, man, not that they're disrespecting what we're doing, but I think we should be in a better spot than we get. We're 2 innings away from the national championship. That's when everything turned around. When we got to Lewiston and did so well, and we started getting, I thought, the respect that we earned, and it started getting a lot easier in that respect, that they knew St. Thomas at least was going to compete at a high level. And playing competitive games, the only way you do that, and I was told back then, is you have to play in those tournaments, and you have to do, respectable or do well, or well enough that when you have some struggles, at least you did well enough there where you have a chance at the end.
Well, we are extremely excited to watch the Bobcats this season. Best of luck to you, and as always, it's a pleasure.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.